We're here with 15 firefighters from UK USAR, which is made up of 15 fire services from around the UK. This is an arduous conditions course where we're putting people into real field situations, feel what it's like to be at these kind of sub-zero temperatures and be able to operate effectively.
Okay, I'm the task force leader of Red Deer County Technical Rescue Team. Started in 1996 as Red Deer Search and Rescue. We're out here teaching ground search and rescue and winter survival to the students from the UK and Ireland, focusing on adverse weather, snow, cold. So we're teaching them water, shelter, all the kind of stuff there, how to get them through the night. Then today we went into the ground search and rescue side of it. And you're all fed and ready to go. We're going to do night search tomorrow night. Some of you are going to be out tomorrow night. Everybody who's got orange and red on. Okay?
It's been quite an eye-opener really. We don't get a chance in the UK to practice and train in the low temperatures which we experience here. But as an international search and rescue team, we get to deploy in all sorts of conditions, and we certainly need to be prepared to help us work and perform our duties within these cold environments.
Just the opposite of what you guys did earlier in the daylight. Right? Yeah. Fear is the biggest one. Fear of the cold, especially for the guys from the UK because they're not used to this cold. If you're totally afraid of it and you're not prepared for it, it'll kill you. You got to show them there that with enough knowledge, skills, and equipment that you can do whatever you need to do.
And it's really drummed it home of what simple items of equipment we need to keep ourselves safe and functioning in these environments. And we've been deployed on many occasions when the weather is absolutely pouring down and you need to get your shelters up as quick as possible and get all your gear in the dry and be able to get out and help the people in trouble on the field there.
The difficulty with international search and rescue is exactly that. It's international and it's the time it takes. So anything that gets us into the field, quick, set up, and able to get our troops back out onto the field searching, absolutely perfect.
We were introduced to DLX and their equipment back in, I think, about 2014. And in the weather that we're in, you need rapid deployable. I don't have time for 20 people to be sitting there to put up one tent and take an hour or two. So you pop them up, you're in them, your heat's in them, and you're running. That's the thing. And if you can get into that and get through it, then you can start working on things that are important. What are we going to do with the guys? How are we going to get them deployed? And then I've got an emergency shelter to bring back into. Shit hits the fan, I got a place for them to
go. We've now got a couple of those tents over in the UK and we're putting them through their paces. But the great opportunity here was to really put them in the extreme environment, probably the most extreme that we would hope to ever have encountered. They stand up really well, they're quick, they're simple. For being head of the logistics program for the whole of UK USAR, the weight and the volume is important to me because that's the only two figures I'm ever thinking about is weight and volume. When we get into the field, I then want those tents up quickly.
And the Deployed Logix tents were really quick to put up, just 2 persons, less than a minute I guess, and the shelter was up in its basic form. The tent was quite spacey. I think we had all 15 persons were in 2 tents bolted together, but could have quite easily accommodated all 15 into one tent if we'd needed to. Quite a good heating system, so we kept quite warm throughout the night, and the heat provided an opportunity to dry out some of the gear at the same time.
And we just did an air exercise. It was about minus 30 degrees, and we had that shelter up in a heartbeat, and we had heat in it, and we used it as a triage shelter, and we put all the casualties into the shelter. Before that, they used to put them in the cabs of trucks. Well, it's no place for putting the triage center in a cab of truck at 30 below zero.
We need a tent that's nice and robust. We call it, firefighter proof, and if it can kind of stand that, it can withstand anything. And that's really what we're about. We need something to get into the field. It's light, it's compact, it's up. We've got immediate shelter. Our base of operations is key to our whole performance. We need somewhere because we need to think about decontamination, a medical facility, our base of operations to include our logistical support, all of the equipment. So to have a tent like that, that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Although we go into these environments knowing that we're going to be shortage of sleep, shortage of food. It's going to be very basic survival conditions for ourselves. We kind of put ourselves in the position of the victims in these disasters. So it's kind of 7-10 days for us and a lifetime for them. So it's not a real issue for the team members to put up with a little bit of hardship. But at the same time, when you come back from a busy shift on the field where you've been working hard for maybe 14 hours, it's vital that the crew members get time to get themselves changed and to relax a little bit and get some food on them, and certainly protection from the environment and a little bit of shelter and somewhere to have a good sleep is absolutely vital for their functioning.
The great thing about DLX is they listen to what we're trying to do. For us, we've got different needs, and that's what they're really gearing up to. And that's the most encouraging, to work with somebody who says, yeah, we'll see if we can make it. Absolutely superb relationship that we've got at the moment. I'm really enthused that it's such a good, top quality product.
We become friends. That's how it is. They're very personable. They want a relationship with you. They go ahead and go out of their way to make the product work for you. If you've got something you want to try, they'll work it, they'll develop it. If it doesn't work, they'll tweak it till it does. Freaking awesome. Awesome.